Did I script that? I think I script that.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Live from Columbus, Ohio, it's Motown Downtown.
Motown Downtown, come on down to Motown Downtown.
Today's guest,
Big Papa, ETJ.
Come on down to Motown Downtown.
my name is Tyson Bruno, and here's your host, Mo Chocolate.
Come on down to Motown Downtown.
What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Motown Downtown Season 3.5, where we are here to make sure that you have a wonderful time and the greatest time. Yes, we do. Hi, K-Dot. Thanks for being the first one here, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Okay, so let's welcome today's very, very special guest back to the show, all right? Drum roll, please. Now, 2 years ago, we had a legendary guest on the show. A man who left a big impression on everybody watching. So big, he put the word big in his username. So please, welcome the man, the myth, the legend himself, the one and only Big Papa ETJ! There he is. Coming in with that lightsaber. A
I had
series
to pen to walk real quick on y'all. Sorry.
a series
sorry.
first for the show. Oh no, the camera's kind of blurry. Hold up.
Camera.
There he is. No,
Hang on,
camera, please. Camera, please. That's a
Only my best
throwback.
Bean impression.
That's a throwback. That's a throwback. We start the show, we automatically get camera, please. Wow. But yes,
yes.
what's up? What's up, Big Papa? Long time no see. But wait, before we get started, I have to do the thing, okay? I love it when you call me Big Papa. There you go. There you go. That's a throwback. What's up, man? Long time no see, man. I haven't seen you since 2023. What's up, buddy?
I am here. I am surviving. Lightsaber on. I'm just trying to. Still on my grind here. I appreciate the invite, as always. Here, I know you've been
course.
trying to get this done for a while, so I'm just glad to be back. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to kind of share where I have been since 2 years ago, since we last talked. So I'm excited.
We're all glad to have you here, man. Like, you were one of my favorite guests back in those days. So thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you're a father and life is crazy right now. So to take time to do the show, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course, I appreciate it. Listen, life will always be crazy as a dad, so I enjoy doing this. It's one thing that I appreciate about the platform is supporting the homies, supporting what you do, because obviously this matters for the culture.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to give a shout out to you here for being nominated for the Million Dreams Award for podcast. So, like, obviously, what you're doing has an impact not just for us, but for the community. So thank you for having me.
Thanks, man. Thank you. And remember, everybody, we are nominated, so please put in your votes. July 6th is the last day you can vote. So please come on down and vote for Motown Downtown. Thank you. Thank you very
Need all the
much.
votes.
So first question, buddy, is how is your summer going? We're like about a month into summer 2025. So how's your summer going so far? How's this heat wave, dude, putting up with you?
I am sweating in places I shouldn't be, but luckily, my family and I've been able to stay cool, stay hydrated.
Yes.
I've been doing a lot of working here. In IRL, I've been doing a lot of soul searching because I feel like I'm in an impasse career-wise as far as what I want to do. I'm ready for the next. So, and I feel like I'm trying to gauge my impact in my work environment to see if I'm being impactful, and if I'm not, I'm ready to kind of move on and see where else I can highlight and shine in who I am. I'm a very hard worker, not just on this platform, but behind the scenes as well too. I pride myself on it. So if I ever get stagnant or feel like I'm not making an impact, I always try to question, is it me, is it the work environment, is it a combination of both? So I'm up for a challenge, and I'm scared, but I also want to make sure that my next step will be my last step, because I'm pushing 40 now. Getting close to 40. So.
Bro, you and me both, man. You and me both. We are both in that field. In 2027, I will be 40. Fucking kill me. So yeah, I get it. I get it.
I'm done being the new person, but I'm also like, sometimes it's okay to restart. And a lot of the greats, as cliche as it sounds, a lot of the greats at some point in their later years had a massive restart to kind of push them to the next. So I get motivated by that. And I've been listening to a lot of like podcasts, like sports, wrestling, and everything here, and just kind of hearing some similar situations from like wrestlers and sports athletes. Like, hey, you know what? Like, it's not just me. Like, we all get stagnant in our career and our place, and it's okay to just say, stop. Time for me to go.
Like, facts, man. Well, just throwing it out there, man, I love your content. Like, I love, thankfully, I love the fact that you stream late at night, because that's usually when I'm home after long days of work. When I come home from work, the majority of my friends are done streaming, but you're still live. So thank you for giving us that late night entertainment. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm holding it down for the late night here.
Oh, yeah. Late night love crowd. So give us, like, some general updates with you the last time we've seen you.
Yeah, so since the podcast, since the accidental stream 2 years ago. I've been trying to be more consistent in being out there and not putting content not on just this platform, but YouTube, TikTok. A lot of my short form TikTok is a lot of like stream reactions. I've been dabbling. I think I've found a niche right now, which is kind of dabbling in wrestling content and wrestling game content, which is why I had to represent Miss Beautiful Rhea
Yeah.
Ripley. But I've been seeing some growth on the TikTok channel. Same with the YouTube channel as well too. I've been doing a WWE 2K series for almost 4 seasons now on the YouTube channel. This is the first year where I have a collaborator with me, with someone who's been one of my good friends since I've been on this platform, Meek Mitch. So he's helping me kind of deviate
Shout
some
out.
of the creativity side of things to kind of help manage me not doing everything all at once. So he's kind of helped. And again, it's been a good fun journey right now over the last couple years. I've been playing a lot more games.
That's good.
I also started a podcast with my buddy Smog the Wise. I shouted him out
Nice.
last time. Called the Two F and Idiots podcast. It's
I like that.
self-explanatory. It's just us idiots just running our mouths, talking about life, the news, and my main goal for the platform is to kind of use it as a talking piece
Yeah.
or conversation, left, right, middle, in between, for us to kind of have open and honest conversations to kind of see, hey, like, what's the temperature in the room? Because I know it's easy to talk about how things are messed up, and it's easy for us to come out on this platform and talk out, but rarely are there any individuals that speak up for people. And that's
Facts.
one thing that I've been using for when I've been doing the podcast is, I'm using my experiences to speak up, not just for me, but for a lot of other people in similar positions like myself here. So it's been a journey here. We're on episode 2 of the podcast. It's on my
Nice.
YouTube channel. We're working on doing episode 3 here shortly. And I know Smog hates me because I always delay the creative process because of my schedule, and it's nothing against him, but he's a rock star. I love working with my buddy here. Again, another person that when I came in has been a friend, has supported me from the beginning. So it's nice to be able to work with people that I've grown with on this platform, which allows me to open up different avenues as well too, because I do want to be a collaborator. I want to be able to help other people grow
Yeah.
and create content. And it's, obviously time is a thing because of the being a parent, but when it comes to my friends, and if it
They are
feels
your
right,
power.
time's right. Yeah, they are. But if it feels right, I want to make sure that I'm able to do it and, make an impact. So that's why I love doing this show.
That is so cool, man. So cool, man. Now, if you ever need an extra chocolate flavored nerd on your podcast as a guest, I got you.
You're nice. I got you.
Hell
homie.
yeah, man. Hell yeah. So, I know that this show is popular in your household. I know your little
yes.
ones love it. They talk about it all the time. So how about we give a little shout out to our favorite viewers of the show, huh? Go ahead.
Thank you. So I gotta shout out my 10-year-old daughter. I call her Ken for streaming reasons, internet reasons. But the first episode opened up her eye, and it opened up a lot of things for her. I'm big on representation when
Yes.
it comes to content. So what you're doing here again means a lot for, again, people like us. And I always am trying to implement some type of representation, anything that we do, because my daughter is biracial. She is at the age where she is trying to discover her racial identity, especially being living in a town where it's 90% white. So, and I don't mean that in a negative connotation,
yeah.
but it's hard with the climate that's out there. I want to be able to empower her and make sure, hey, like, we're beautiful, we're impressive, we're smart. We bring the culture wherever it is: music, sports, Twitch, content creation. So like, I want to be able to have her be proud of who and what she is, but also say, hey, like, be inspired. Not just my daughter per se, but like people who are in the background is a little tentative of wanting to be in this sphere and create content. I want to be some type of catalyst for that in some ways, and I feel like you are as well too, with
Thank you.
just how you carry yourself here, and again, I appreciate that. So yeah, I shout out my daughter.
Thank you for
Shout out.
watching. Hello there. I know you're watching, and thank you for being our biggest fan. You are awesome, and your dad is awesome too. Thank you very, 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 very much.
Thank you for being a big fan. Thumbs up. Just
Yeah.
give me the thumbs up.
Future guests on Motown Downtown.
Hopefully, 20
Yeah.
years from now, 10 years from now here. But
So-
no, I appreciate you. I really
Of
do
course,
appreciate
yeah,
you,
of
man.
course. And next question is like, what's like some of the biggest changes that you did not see coming compared to when you last been here?
The growth. I don't care. Not say I don't care about the numbers, but analytically, I have seen the growth. I
Nice.
was able to celebrate a milestone on my side here when it comes to the channel. I did 5 years. I did my first ever stream-a-thon stream anniversary in the channel, which was a kind of culmination of my journey here, and just the massive amount of people who came out to support you, Bina,
Yeah.
Smog. Seeing that growth, being able to bring in a new wave of energy from the kind of the people that I've met, and also seeing kind of my channel, all my channels, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, kind of gradually grow. Recently, it's been one thing that's been standing out here with me because I've been playing, a popular game in Expedition 33, but I've been noticing like there has been an uptick, and I'm just like, am I doing something right? Like Smog and I had a personal deep conversation a while ago, and he's like, listen, I'm just proud of the growth and journey, and I'm seeing it happen in real time. And I'm like, maybe he's just being warm and sappy, but like I didn't see it at first. And then like as I'm like looking at the numbers, I'm like, maybe he's onto something. And again, a lot of that is credit to him and him supporting me, and just me understanding the importance of this space.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that this space allows me to be the purest version of me that I can be, and it's my best version of me. So regardless if it's 11 people, 15 people, 3 people, I'm at home here, and I will always be at home here, and I will always, put my all into making sure that this is a safe space for me, mainly, but also still being able to allow people in to be able to enjoy that and feel that energy as well too. So
Okay.
I've been noticing the growth lately.
Okay, that's what a question about that, because we will get to E33 later in the show, but like a shout out to my friend Andy Brew, because he's been posting Expedition 33 content on his TikTok, and they have been blowing up. I'm talking about like 100,000 views, 1,000,000 views. Like freaking Xbox commented on one of his videos. It got that big.
Nice.
And
That's
so
dope. That's dope.
so to hear that your content involving the game also has been doing numbers, that's just like a guaranteed. The game is that popular to where
Yeah.
you make a video about it, it will get numbers. Now, granted, I haven't played it yet, but I'm excited to play it soon.
Be prepared, because it's a smack in the face. Like emotionally, like it's one thing to experience loss in a game. Like we all had those key moments. Like Final Fantasy VII has the iconic moment where Sephiroth impales Aerith.
Yeah.
Like each game has, like even like 16, like how 16 ended. Like it's like that, but it's constant. And it does weigh on you. I'm currently right now halfway through Act 2, and I've been dragging the playthrough out because I'm just not emotionally ready. Like I just happened to lose a party member recently in my playthrough, and significant or insignificant of this character, it still hurts because of just what this person represented, and it's hard. It's one of those games that you'll instantly gravitate to the characters, whomever is your favorite, and you just know in the back of your mind, like, I can't get too close because I'm gonna get disappointed, or I'm gonna get my heart smashed to 10,000 pieces. But again, it's a brilliant game. It is by far, depending on what else comes out this year, it's up there for top game of the year. It came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It was one thing that was recommended to me by one of my work friends. He's like, hey, like, you got to play this game. And within the first after the prologue, I was like, I'm hooked. It hurts, but I'm hooked. And if you like Persona, if you like classic turn-based RPGs, and I mean that in a sense of like Final Fantasy X,
I
if
love
you are
Persona.
big, if you love Persona, if you love Final Fantasy X, if you love Final Fantasy, this is the game that beautifully melds them together. And it's almost like a love letter to the genre when you're playing it. You're like, wait, I could do that. I could do this. Wait a minute, I remember this from this game. And I've never played Persona games. I'm gearing up for that in my content map this year. But like, if this is how some of the like core features or like favorite features of Persona have been integrated into another game like Expedition 33, that I'm excited to see what I can physically do when I start dabbling into Persona games.
Yeah, man, I'm so excited to play that game. Right now I'm playing through P3 Reload, and I'm loving
Nice.
that game. And
Nice.
I've already had some pretty sad moments so far. So trust me when I say I am ready for E33. Should they have in store for me? And honestly, it's just cool seeing that turn-based is making a comeback. Like Square even came out and said, "Yeah, we are aware of the game, and we're taking notes." So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's to a point now where I would prefer the next mainline FF17 to be turn-based. I kind of want that now, if I'm being honest, because that's how much I love it now.
I feel like it's opened up a door for conversation, and I feel like it's led to like negative conversation versus
Oh,
like, hey, like kind of some of the parts of the internet I've been on where it's like there's this notable content creator on TikTok right now who's doing his playthrough of E33,
yeah.
and he went on a rant about how like get rid of the whack. Like he went out of his way to trash some of the recent IPs from Square
Damn.
versus saying, hey, maybe might be a suggestive way of maybe changing what 17 could be like. He bashed, it could be taken as a negative comment, but he bashed kind of the themes and how the FF7 remake series is going right now. He kind of threw 16 underneath the bus for what they were trying to do with, which again, that's a polarizing game because again, it's easy for you to say, well, hey, it's just a double May Cry clone, but still it's a good story. It's a great story. The script may be dry every now and then, and some of the open world based stuff does fall flat when you kind of get out there, but it's still a good game from beginning to end, and I enjoyed it. It was one of my top games that I played when it came out last year. So it's one thing. I mean, I know we all come on here and have an opinion, and we all like the things that we like, but we have to understand that sometimes innovation is not going to work every time. And yes, it'd be nice to have a callback and go back to some of the traditional turn style, which again I'd be open to.
Yeah.
But you can make that point without having to trash remake, rebirth,
I agree.
16, 17, 13. Like you shouldn't have to trash something to big up something else here. And
I agree.
we get too much of that.
Gotcha. I agree. Now, next question, then the next topic is Big Papa ETJ. Will you be attending Reconnect this year?
Unfortunately, not this year.
Oh.
What happened here, and again, I don't blame my daughter, but it's centered around my daughter.
Yeah.
So I had an option this year where I wanted to do something to create a moment. Reconnect was on my mind when it initially announced.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do my first daughter's concert this year.
Aw.
I wanted to do my daughter's potentially first wrestling show. And I wanted to do the Reconnect, but I couldn't afford all three.
Yeah.
So when I started the year, one of my coworkers who had a connection, a colleague that worked in Pittsburgh that was able to kind of get tickets for a low price, kind of helped resolve one out of the three. And then it was hopefully going to open up for the second. So I was like, hey, maybe if I can get this and be able to get these tickets and not pay an arm and a leg, maybe it can open up the door for Reconnect. So about a week before my daughter and I were supposed to go to the Tyler Creator concert in Pittsburgh, the guy went silent, like ghost. So I figured, hey, busy, work, we get it, life happens, shit happens. So let me reach out 2 days later. Nothing. A day later. Nothing. About 8 hours before I'm supposed to go to the concert. Yo, what's up? Silent. And I'm like, okay, am I really not gonna make this happen now? And then I said, screw it, because for me, like, I'm like Batman. I already have a solution to some of the concerns that I have. For some reason, when the idea came up in January, I was like, okay, I'm gonna prep for this, have something left on the side just in case this happens. So by like the 0 hour, I was able to purchase tickets myself, and my daughter and I just went. We had a good time. It didn't matter where we sat, but my daughter had a good time. She sang her ass off, had a good time.
Nice.
It was my first concert as well too, so like it was nice to create a moment with me and her where like Tyler the Creator is that bridging artist, because I am a fan of him. I'm a fan of some of his younger stuff, as polarizing as that is, but it helped define and shape how and what I am musically, artistically. So it's nice knowing that, hey, like, she's just my spawn who's going to gravitate that instantly, and this version of him now kind of connects with the kids. They understand that he had it. So like he's not a shit eater as he was before when I first started listening to him, so it's okay for me to stomach my daughter listening to it, but it was just nice. It was just a great moment. I just turned over, she's singing this song, and I'm just like, I'm gonna cry right now. I feel it. I still have the video on my phone, but I'm like, I'm gonna cry right now. But I'm not gonna cry too much because there's like people in front of me, people around me. So I'm just gonna like, and then just keep vibing. So that's the long-winded answer for why I'm not going to reconnect. So it was mainly because I wanted to create that moment. I'm glad and I'm grateful. Am I missing out on an opportunity to hang out and connect with some of the homies here? Yeah, but I know for a fact that there's always going to be a next one.
Yeah.
And when I do arrive at reconnect, I don't want it to be a moment. I just want to be able for us to just go out there, vibe, have a good time.
Yes.
And just actually, like I can envision, because it's me. Like, I just feel like we're gonna just be at like a dinner table and we're just gonna give toast, and it's gonna be a moment.
That would be so much fun. That would be so much fun, man. God damn, I cannot wait. It's like 2 weeks away, man, and I can't wait. But that's actually my next question, is like, how is like hanging out with Bambina and stuff, for like meeting her for the first time in person, like how excited would you be? Like, what's some of the things that you would look forward to at Reconnect, hanging out with her and stuff, and all of us?
So I'm gonna be cool with y'all. I know that for a fact. I think Bina and I are gonna fight the first like maybe 10 minutes. I can guarantee we're gonna fight the first 10 minutes, and then like it's gonna be cool for the rest of the fight. But no, Bina has always been supportive, has always been the homie since early COVID days. So
yes.
I think more than anything, I think it would just be us just having a good time and just celebrating us and celebrating how far we've gotten and where we've come, and just connecting and appreciating appreciating the thing that brought us together, which is Twitch and
gaming.
So like I think it'd be more of a celebration than it'd be like a just like big bro little sister like fighting type shit. So
it's so funny, man, because I remember how nervous I was to meet her and everyone else for the first time. Like, I am a heavy extrovert, but even I was nervous meeting everyone for the first time. Like, meeting Bina, we hugged and we were jamming to music in her car. Thank you again, Bina. Shout out to Bambina for being an awesome homie, for picking me up from the airport. That's so kind of you. So kind of you.
And the Keyblade delivery. I remember she said she
yes, that too. Love you, Bina. Thanks again, homie. Bambeezy for sheezy. So like meeting her, and we hugged it out. We were jamming to music in the car, and I'm just like, I can't believe you're actually right next to me. Like, you're always on my TV, on my computer screen or my phone screen. You're right here now. What? Yeah. And then I go into the building, and I meet everybody else, and we were all just hugging and screaming. Once we get past that initial nervousness, it was a party, bro. It was a non-stop fucking party for 3 days.
Damn right.
So man, so like that's what I look forward to the most. this year. It's just it won't be as nerve-wracking because we've already met. A lot of my friends I'm meeting there, that awkward, oh hi, nice meeting you face is gone. So we'll be like, long time no see, man. How's it going? It's been 2 years since we saw each other. Like, Reconnect was the best weekend for everybody there. We're always in the Discord calls. We're reminiscing about those 3 days. And when we found out it was coming back, we were all so excited, man. So. Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
I'm happy for you guys here. For me, like, I think I'm such an introverted extrovert, so like, I'll get loose once I know, like, I feel comfortable. But I feel like once I get past that awkward phase, like, I'm gonna show my whole ass out and then be like, wait, no, now I see why they call you Big Papa. Like, that's why it takes a minute for me to warm up to people, and for me, like. I guess it's part of being the dad. Like, I always, if I'm ever in social spaces, I'm always like, okay, I got to check exits, check this, check that, check my surroundings. And like, I'm such a nurturing person. Like, I feel like I'd be like trying to like be the dad versus like, if it was like 10 years ago, 20 years ago with no kids and like just me, again, my whole ass would be out from day one, but like, now I'm a little bit more reserved here for the kids.
Gotcha. Well, I'm definitely turning up that weekend. I didn't get drunk last time. This time I'm getting drunk. You best believe that is going down. But like,
drink some water. Make sure you drink some water.
I promise. Yeah, I promise. Now, next question. Moving away from Reconnect is how much has your community grown since we last saw you?
Ooh, so YouTube, I think I just finally crossed maybe 220 subscribers.
Yes. Congratulations.
Twitch, thank you. Twitch, I'm approaching 300.
Wow. The movie 300, Spartans.
Yeah. So, TikTok, I'm trending a couple thousand on there. I think a lot of it is from the WWE content that I do on there. Outside of the gaming, I think that's been my niche. I feel like my reaction videos, anytime I post anything, because they
do so well.
Yes, and a lot of it is like, again, shout out to Meek Metz. Like, we do a lot of watch parties for WWE shows in our Discord. So a lot of that content comes from our conversation. And it's like me, my buddy Uncle Jay, a bunch of other people in there, and then we just talk about whatever, wrestling and anything, and we post it out there, and it works. It for some reason it works. I don't know how. I'm never not getting impressions on the TikTok side to the point where I'm like, maybe I should probably like just revamp the TikTok channel and just maybe just do a secondary for the gaming stuff. But I like the handle, and I don't want to give up the handle, and I don't want to put in the time to manage multiple TikTok accounts because I don't like TikTok as it is right now. So like,
I agree.
But like, it's I've seen some significant growth since the last time we talked, and I'm dabbling on wanting to do more long format, like video essay content on the YouTube channel.
Nice.
Just because like I've been inspired by Empowered Muse is one of those people that I
shout out to Empowered Muse. We've had her on the show. She is incredible. She's also nominated, so vote for her as well, people. I voted for her, and so should you.
So I don't. But the thing is, I mentioned it before. Like, I feel like, we all have an opinion, and I want to make sure that when I do dabble in that again, it's not bashing something or talking down at something. It's more just, an actual analyzation of the content that I'm putting out there. So I've been trying to dabble and mince my words carefully, but it's to be determined.
Okay. Okay. So the next topic, because last time you were here, bro, Kingdom Hearts 4 wasn't a thing, but now it is.
Was it? Wait.
Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't think it was announced yet when you were on the show. I think, you know what? Actually, I stand corrected. Yes, it was. Because it was announced in 2022, and you were on 2023. So never mind. It actually was a thing. But, like, we didn't get the screenshots.
We didn't get the screenshots.
That's my next question is, what do you think about the Kingdom Hearts 4 screenshots?
I need video.
Agreed.
I need video. I have questions. I have concerns. I want to know what this forum drive is that he's in. Uh, I why do they look the way that they do if they are heartless? Maybe, I don't know. I have a lot of questions, and I need the video. It's hard for me to speak on a couple pictures. I need the video.
Yeah, honestly, bro, I'm happy with just the screenshots. I'm happy with these crumbs. You wanna know why? Because they gave us the biggest update ever, showing us their Unreal Engine 5 models. Because the
Yes.
last trailer we saw, that was still Unreal Engine 4. Now we're seeing them in 5, and holy shit, they look incredible. Like, the game is gonna look even better than Remake or Rebirth when it comes out.
Yes, I remember speaking with one of my old buddies about this in his Discord channel. About I felt like at the time when we got the announcement for 4, I was like, okay, this is what we can do on 4, and then like that's when 5 started becoming Unreal Engine 5 started becoming a thing. I'm like, I wonder what Kingdom Hearts 4 would look like on this engine. And then when I started doing some diving about the actual system itself, about being able to utilize some of your projects from 4 into 5, I was like, oh shit, Square's gonna cook with this. I feel like they're gonna fucking cook with this.
They
And
are.
again, I need to see the video. Like, don't show me the screenshots. Just give me a demo taste. Give me like a good like minute and a half here of just crazy flow motion
Combat, yeah.
360 form drive stuff. Like, I need the video. Like,
And show
Square,
us what they will look
give me
like
it.
in the Disney world. Because my thing
Yes.
is like, I think the game's coming out next year. And here's why I say that, because it usually takes about 4 years, 5 years to make a game. Ever since 2022, it's been 4 years as of next year. And like, if it did come out next year, and then the following year they can release 7 Remake Part 3, because 2027 is a 30-year anniversary of FF7. Also, I think it's the 25th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts. I think.
I thought wasn't 2022 25.
2020 was 20th anniversary.
I feel like we just hit 25, right?
Well, because the 20th and then 20, because the game came out in 2002.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I believe 2027 is a 30-year anniversary.
It's gearing up that way.
I'm sorry,
I feel like
25. I'm sorry.
I feel like we need to finish Final Fantasy VII Remake series. I think that should be priority. If I'm a game developer right now,
Yeah.
and I feel like I said this in the Discord, I'm afraid of Grand Theft Auto 6. And I only say that, and I only say that because why would I want to release in the same year that game's coming out, or even in the same release window of that? Because I'm just releasing a dead game at that point.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm being dead ass with you right now. If I had a choice to play Kingdom Hearts 4 or GTA 6, Kingdom Hearts 4, without even hesitation. I don't care what the next game. It would need to be Kingdom Hearts 5 for me to not pick Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm being honest with you.
But listen, I'm from Miami, and I've been waiting for this for so long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Kingdom Hearts 4. Don't get me wrong, but like for me, I'm gawking at the idea of just visually. You saw what they did with 5 in the California area.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how they would represent the region again, and that's something that I cherish myself because I grew up there. There's those stomping grounds there, so like, I'm geeking over that, and it's one of my most anticipated games, regardless of how much it costs. So like, I feel like it'd be like 45-55 Kingdom Hearts 4 over Grand Theft Auto, but I could see everything aligning up for release or for Stink preview, but I just feel like we need to finish 7, get 7 out the way here, get that done. Like, don't give us a soft launch, do the full rollout. Get us in our feels, close the story, because I'm intrigued to see how this goes and how I'm glued in right now, regardless of how everyone feels about the franchise. I'm glued in, so I want to be able to finish this immersive experience to then jump into the next one, because I just feel like I have nothing to play. in between like I feel like I have nothing to play during major epic releases, so I'm trying to kind of fill in that void. So I don't want to get let down. So
Gotcha.
that's where
Okay.
I'm at.
I mean, hey, if 7 Remake Part 3 comes out instead, and then 4, I'm happy with that. Cause and at some point we'll get FF17 also. So Square is seriously cooking.
Yeah.
I can't wait. But yeah, man, the screenshots look amazing. The graphics, the playable Mickey, and just Sora looking top tier, man. I'm just like, that's actually my next question is, how many trailers are you gonna watch for Kingdom Hearts 4? 0? What?
Okay.
But you just asked for a trailer.
Okay. So if they roll it out the way they rolled out 3, I probably will keep it to like the release trailer, and then maybe the final trailer before the game comes out. Because I want to be surprised. I don't want to know what worlds are in there. I don't want to know.
You will know because it's gonna go all over the internet.
So listen, I know how to work my algorithm so I can block certain words from populating in.
Right.
I did with Kanye West. Kanye West has been a victim of like that man don't enter my algorithm anywhere. I could probably find a way to do it. I could probably find a way to do it. I could probably find a way to do it with Kingdom Hearts. I know it's hard, but it's hard to stay naive and stay blind to things. I get it, social media. I just feel like I don't want to be let down, and I think I felt let down during the Kingdom Hearts 3 era because I felt like it was just like all this. You're like, yes, finally. And then like I felt flat the first time. I was like,
because they showed everything. They showed there were no surprises, bro. After the Dark Aqua reveal trailer, I stopped watching trailers, and I'm so glad I did. Because like Lingering Will showing up, Yin's showing up, like the final boss to every single world, Keyblade transformations, they were all a surprise for me. So like I'm glad.
That last chapter was amazing, and it also, for me, it fell flat before the Remind DLC.
Yeah.
And then the Remind DLC helped me appreciate it a little bit more.
So much better. Like every single issue I had, Remind fixed, man, and that's why it's now my favorite game in the series. I love it.
It is what always like resonates with me with Kingdom Hearts 3 is the Frozen world. Yes. I felt like what you did with that IP. I never was a fan of Frozen because of my girls, because again, you hear it all the damn time.
Yeah.
Watch it all the damn time. And then like finally immersing in the world, I was like, wow, this is one of the best worlds in the game. And it's a perfect representation of how impactful that Let It Go scene was, the liberation of Elsa. Like that melts so much. And you're like, oh, like I'm getting goosebumps. Why am I getting goosebumps? I hated this movie like 10 years ago. Like, and like, I've doubled back now, and I'm a fan of Frozen. I love Frozen 2 now. So I credit Kingdom Hearts 3 for that because it changed my view of how I look at Frozen. So
yeah, and so Big Papa, the next big topic we want to get on is a topic that I'm always trolling you about. You are the only person I know that plays Kingdom Hearts on the Xbox. The only one. Yup, you already knew to pull it out. Yeah. Right there.
Yeah, they got it in red.
Right there. Yeah, you came prepared, huh?
Hang on, got the red.
This man has multiple controllers. What the fuck?
I can go wired here. I got the all black. I plug it in. I got RGB on it. Listen, I'm not gonna be a constant defender of Xbox because I feel like they're trying to do some things right. But again, at the time when I was going through a separation and it was just me in my little apartment and I couldn't afford a PlayStation 5 at the time because again I was going through a separation, like the Xbox held me down. So like I'm never not gonna trash my Kingdom Hearts experience on Xbox, but I am repenting for it because I am doing a retrospective on my channels of playing Kingdom Hearts on PlayStation hardware. So
there we go.
At some point, I'm gonna get to 3. I'm playing them in chronological order to the story.
Oh boy!
Which is like ass backwards. So
like, you're playing the mobile games too?
No, I'm not playing mobile. Thank
Good,
goodness.
good.
But I just did Birth by Sleep. I'm going to be doing Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final Mix. I've never played 1.5 Final Mix, so that's something that I'm excited about to do. And then same with, at some point before 4 comes out, I'm going to be able to get through Kingdom Hearts 3 and Remind on PlayStation hardware. So don't worry.
Okay.
I got multiple.
Nice,
I got multiple too.
nice.
I got multiple too. So like I'm a gamer. So wherever the experience takes me.
You're not team
however, I'm gonna
PlayStation or
just-
Xbox. You're team gamer, and that's what we love
I'm gamer.
about you. Yeah, but it's like but I will say that Game Pass is fucking awesome. It really is. That is the best deal in gaming. Almost too good. And that's my next question is like, as an Xbox fan, how do you feel about the state of Xbox right now? In my opinion, I feel like they're shooting themselves in the foot. And here's why I say that, because I own an Xbox Series X and I love it, but it's just they're literally giving everyone no reason to buy it. Because the majority of their games are coming to PS5 and Switch and PC and stuff. You can buy a Fire Stick and plug it into your TV, and that will be your like Game Pass experience and stuff.
Yeah,
and like,
I have an eye.
so it's just like how with the recent Xbox showcase, you saw PlayStation at like 90% of their reveal trailers. So what do you think? Like, as a Xbox consumer, what do you think about this new play everywhere strategy?
I enjoy it, but I also feel like for me, like I need more consistent IPs for me to still stick with it.
Yes.
I paid $500 retail for this Xbox Series X, and it's reduced itself to an FPS shooter console, and literally like it's like a $500 streaming stick. I only watch like YouTube, Max, all my streaming services. So I haven't gotten my return investment on this. So I feel like I think we're past the days where console exclusives matter.
Yeah.
I feel like we're past that.
Yeah.
Because regardless of whatever it is between piracy, emulation, like it's all going to end up back to the master race, the PC. So like it defeats the purpose of just doing these console exclusive. I just feel like Xbox needs to show me an IP that's going to make me say, hey, I'm okay with sticking with you. But until then, like, I mean, I use my Xbox Cloud gaming on my iPad and I Bluetooth it, and I don't need this at times.
Yeah.
If Xbox and Microsoft moving forward wants to be just a hardware company, I would appreciate that. Like, come up with some deal between Steam and Microsoft to kind of turn this into like the ultimate gaming console. That'd be the only way that you'd get me to go back, is if like Microsoft announces, hey, we partnered up with your Steam, $1 billion. Like, it's not, you're not just doing cloud gaming, but hey, I can actually download my Steam games on Xbox hardware and run it at full 4K 120. That would be the only way, because I've invested so much into Steam games and PC games and PlayStation games as well too, that like this don't mean nothing to me right now.
Yeah, same here, man. It sucks that my Series X is only relevant to me when I have Game Pass. If I don't have Game Pass, it literally collects dust. I haven't had Game Pass since since November of last year. I haven't touched this thing since then. It's been almost a whole year. Because again, nuts. I need to have Game Pass, and Game Pass is amazing. Like, for example, right now, there is a game I can only play on PS5, Death Stranding 2. Came out a couple days ago, and as of right now, I can only play it on PS5. At some point, it'll come to PC, yeah, but there's also, like, Astrobot and a couple other games you can only play. PS5 has actual exclusives for me to like justify buying this console, for me to play on this console, you know? But Series X, like, Gears of War is coming to PS5. Like, what?
That was the death of it. As soon as they announced that, I'm like, well, yep, Xbox did.
They might as well go third party. They're basically the what happened to Sega with the Dreamcast, and make third party content. Because, like, they bought Activision, they bought Bethesda, billions of dollars. Now they need a return on investment. You know what I mean? So they anything with the screen, they want their games on. From PlayStation to Switch to tablets to phones to TVs, anything with a screen, even the fridges, the refrigerators with built-in TVs, they want Game Pass on that. Basically,
I do appreciate what they're trying to do in 363 Studios by having Gears of War on PlayStation. I'm glad it's not a new release, because if it was a new release, Gears of War, Xbox is cooked. So I'm glad that they were able to kind of remaster the first one and kind of get it out there and get it in more hands. So again, because it is a critical IP to their lineage, but I feel like we're gonna get to a point where I feel like Xbox is gonna go towards and trend towards how, I mean, they're trending towards how Sega is now.
Yeah.
But I feel like their bread and butter is the hardware.
Yeah.
I feel like how they build their consoles is A+ compared to Sony. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I am a Sony fan. I like the Sony IPs,
Yeah.
but I feel like if I could run Remake, I mean, I can run Remake on Xbox Series soon.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that may be more of an immersive and powerful experience versus running it on just a stock PS5 with like no additional SSD, or not having a PS Pro or PlayStation 5 Pro. So like I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see some of the console exclusives make it to Xbox, but I just feel like not Sony, but Xbox right now trending down.
I am excited to see the one game I'm the most hyped from Xbox is that new Gears of War game. Gears of War D-Day or Day One. What's it called? It's called D-Day, right? Like I don't know if that's also going on PS5, but I hope it's only on Series X and stuff, because Gears of War is my favorite game on the Xbox brand, bro, and I am very hyped for Gears of War D-Day.
Yeah, it's Gears of War E-Day in there.
E-Day,
It's
gotcha.
It's console exclusive. So again, it would have hurt them to have this released on PlayStation as well too, I think.
It'll be
But
on
I'm glad
Game
that
Pass
they're
also day one, so yeah, I can play
Day
for
one.
free. Thank you, Xbox.
Yeah.
But moving away from Xbox, actually, is what was your favorite announcement from? Even though I just moving on, what's your favorite announcement from the Xbox Showcase, the State of Play, and Summer Games Fest? What were some of your favorite announcements?
I liked the announcement of the ROG, the newer Xbox ROG.
Nice.
I kind of I want to see how that changes the mobile gaming space, or the gaming anywhere space. Nothing stood out to me where I was like, I need to have this. It was more or less like, oh shoot, like this is out. I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan, so I don't want to like shit on that. So like having them have an entry in there was nice. What caught me by surprise was Token Battle,
Nice.
the Marvel reveal. I was not expecting Marvel to get back into the fighting sphere.
Marvel Fighters, man, I am so excited for that game.
And I like the fact that they're doing it without Capcom, but I do like it as an introduction to, hey, this is exclusively just a Marvel fighter,
Yeah.
and not Marvel versus whatever Arc System IP. So I trust Arc System with what they're doing. They have flourished when they've got their hands on a major IP. Like Dragon Ball Fighters is a perfect example.
I love
of
that game.
you getting it right
Yeah.
when it comes to preserving some of these IPs, and I trust them that they'll be able to do it with this.
Can't
so
wait.
that's been kind of the highlight here for me, was like, Marvel really did it. They
did,
really
yeah.
did it. They
How
really
about
did it,
Persona
so.
5 Revival? You know me and Bina are excited for that.
I don't know how I feel because I haven't played Persona yet. I'm
That's
still
fine.
waiting.
I played
So
it,
I'm
so it's my favorite game in the series, so that's why I'm so excited.
Nice. So I'm getting there at some point after I play through Persona 3. I'll be on the Dynamite.
Yes.
think,
That's my next question. Is like, when can we expect you to dive into P3 Reload?
October.
Well,
Or
there we
maybe
go.
sooner.
Motown Downtown exclusive. You're welcome. In October.
Maybe,
Nice.
maybe. Okay, so my goal is I gotta get through Clear Obscure because they caught me off guard. I have to finally beat Final Fantasy VIII because I'm dragging this game more than I should. I love it, but it's like, God, can I just not draw any more magic out of these draw points? But once I'm done with my turn-based games, those 2 turn-based games, it'll be Persona as my next RPG turn-based game, and then P5 is also in the. I had to debate whether it be P5 or P3.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do P3 first, and then immerse myself in P5. So
Maybe you
afterwards.
can wait for P4 to come out. That way you can do P3 Reload, P4 Revival, and then P5. You know what I mean? Because I played them in reverse order, bro. I played P5 Royal, then P4 Golden, and now P3 Reload. I've never played a game series in reverse order before. Hilarious. But maybe
Now,
you
are
can do
they-
that.
Now, are they canonically tied together,
No,
or is it more
no,
just
no.
like Final Fantasy?
Just
where
like
it's
Final
just
Fantasy,
it's-
new characters, new story, new world. Only thing that's similar is the personas. But each game, like P3 none of the characters in P3 appear in P4. You don't need to play P3 to enjoy P4. The same like you don't need to play FF15 to enjoy FF16. You know what I mean? It's brand new characters, brand new world, brand new gameplay. Each game
look
is
forward to it.
self-contained. Yeah. So
in the
highly
dressing room.
highly recommend it. But we've been mentioning E33 a lot, bro. So tell us, how is E33 going?
So I just got to Act 2. It is. How do I?
Oh boy.
How do I carefully put this? So it's beautiful to look at. It's very flowing. It's a mixture of turn-based Final Fantasy, Persona, Souls. If you're into the kind of the hard boss fight, it's in Souls. It's a love letter to the RPG genre. My only critique, and I get because this started off as a project, and knowing its inception and how it got here, I'm looking forward to what the studio does as far as like the next in this type of genre style of RPG, like this new breed of RPG turn-based they've created, because I feel like there's potential for more. I love open world, but like make the open world matter.
Yeah.
Like, don't make it cookie cutter rinse wash. Hey, I'm just looking for this, looking for that, fighting this boss. Like, that's why I know it's polarizing. That's why I kind of enjoyed some of the moments in Rebirth in between when you're here and there. Like, I know it got monotonous after a while, but it kept you busy.
Yeah.
You got from one place to the other. A lot of the side stuff tied into some of the main stuff, so it wasn't something where like what you did in Rebirth was empty. I feel like you can get it into Clair Obscur, put in 30-40 hours and be like, wow, this is a good moment for me. Like, because of I'm very like, I want to immerse myself in this. I feel like it's not there yet as far as finding stuff to do, because you can skate by and still go here, go there, and be able to kind of achieve your mission. But if you're talking about story wise, 10 out of 10. Visual, 10 out of 10.
Nice.
But just needs to work on giving a little bit more here. And I know this was a passion project, so like there's room for improvement.
Shout out to the development team, man. This is their first game. Like, they left the big AAA studios, made their own studio, and they made a game that they wanted to make. And that they got to be incredibly proud of the whole team. So
I
yeah,
respect
big shout out to them.
I know I felt a little bit polarized during the last Game Awards as far as like, I think, was it Balto? What's that one weird game that won almost everything?
Belantro, or was it
Belantro,
and I think it wasn't Elden Ring. Not Elden Ring.
No. It was that Atlas game, the new Atlas
Baldur's
game.
Gate.
Yes. Not Baldur's Gate, it was an Atlas game. I can't remember what it was for.
It was. I don't think it was Persona, but at the last Game Awards.
Yes.
The last Game Awards, I think the Game of the Year was Astrobot.
Yes, Astrobot did win Game of the Year, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like the other subgenres. Who won RPG?
I don't remember.
It wasn't. It was
I
a
think
seven.
I think it was no. So it's 7-1 best music. But I don't know.
Yes.
We might need to Google it. But
Yeah, well, but I feel like when we get to that season again, I feel like Clair Obscura is going to like mop the floor with a couple, not all the genres, but a couple genres. I have to see what else comes out this year that kind of will kind of give
Donkey Kong
run for money for games.
Donkey Kong Bonanza, Mario Kart World, and Ghost of Yotai. There is a lot.
Ghost of Yotai will probably it'll be those two games for like
I
Game of
cannot
the Year.
wait for that game, man. You have no idea. But like, tell me, how is the parry and dodge system for you? Like, has it been frustrating? Is it easy? Is it hard? Because looking at people playing the game, it seems like the core of the gameplay is dodging and parrying. And how has that been for you? Has it been frustrating? Has it been fun? What?
It's frustrating at times when your button stick, like, it's an easy system to learn. So if you're patient and stick with it, and don't underestimate, like, you can still hit these parries. I prefer parrying over dodging because I understand the benefits of what I get on the counterattack. So when you do your character builds, you benefit off of it. So like the game incentivizes you to want to parry and also try to dodge as well too. So for me, like with my one character, Mael, she gets the buffs off of parrying. So when there is an enemy trying to attack her, my mindset is not to dodge unless like it's like, oh shit, I can't hit it. It's to parry. But for me, it's more hardware issues than it is actual like motor skills and recognizing that. So it's a very fun system. It really is fun and it feels gratifying, especially when you learn a pattern finally after fighting the same thing like 4 times. You're like, yeah, there is a boss or like a sub boss or a tough boss where your only mission and your only goal is to parry or dodge. And I haven't got to it yet, but I've talked to my coworkers about it. But it's to a point where like you don't attack the whole fight; you just have to parry this thing. And there's a sequence where you have to parry 25 consecutive times in a row, and if you miss one, you're scuffed.
God
So-
damn, bro.
Yeah, so I'm waiting. I'll probably try that at some point when I stream the game eventually here soon. I know it's. But it's
Nice.
it's a fun system. It's overall a fun system. It really.
So
fun
my
system.
last question, go on. My last question is actually, are you getting the Switch 2? And if you have it, what do you think?
I am getting it. It is going to probably be a Christmas gift for
All right.
the family.
All right.
I'm looking forward to seeing Cyberpunk on it. I've been
Nice.
watching a couple tech videos on it. I'm just impressed that it's on docked mode. It's able to kind of look like a beautiful game.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like I know Cyberpunk is one of those games where it's always going to get some heat for it, but the overall game itself on the proper hardware on max settings looks amazing, and I'm actually excited to see how that runs. I want to see some of the party stuff. Just because I know once I get some of the party games in this house with the Switch 2, like I'm gonna hear my kids fight and argue all the time until I just chuck the game out the window. But Mario Kart will probably be a must-have in the house. Cyberpunk, and we'll see if Kingdom Hearts makes its way on Switch 2.
That would be pretty incredible. No stream version, thank God.
No cloud gaming.
No,
Actual
no.
like get it ported on here.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till after Reconnect to buy the Switch 2. Mainly when Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out. That game looks
Nice.
fucking epic, and I can't wait. Well, Big Papa, the time has come. The time has come for the fan favorite section of the show. Say it with me, called Top 10 Questions at Motown Downtown.
Top 10 questions. You got the questions. Top 10 questions. I got the answers. Top 10 questions. Better get your answers ready.
Where I will ask my guests 10 questions courtesy of Inside the Actors Studio. But since you're a returning guest, you get 10 brand new questions. So Big Papa ETJ, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alrighty,
Zero.
so first question is, what is your favorite Keyblade?
Ooh. So, obviously the one that I came on with last time,
Yeah.
Way to the Dawn by Riku. That's one of my favorites. Fenrir, Fenrir, that's one of my favorite ones here too. Oblivion would be my top 3, but I would say Way to the Dawn by Riku means a lot. Riku's character means a lot to me,
Hell yeah.
and it's almost a parallel to kind of how my growth has been as a person. So, I got to give it up to that Keyblade.
Nice, nice. So, what is your least favorite Keyblade?
They all have its purpose. They all have their purpose.
But if I had to
They
pick,
are. I feel like any of the Winnie the Pooh Keyblades seem to I just don't care for them.
that's funny.
Any Winnie the Pooh Keyblade. I'm sorry. I like the Winnie the Pooh world.
Yeah.
It's just I never use a Keyblade
I get it.
anytime.
I get it. Okay, so in terms of being a content creator, what makes you the most happy?
Ooh. Being able to create a space where like I can be my best version of me, and also being able to connect with people that I haven't been able to connect to just because of different cultural differences and anything. That's one thing that I like and enjoy because again, that's kind of how my environment is on my side of Twitch here. It's, you know, my buddy Meek Mitz is halfway across the world in Denmark, so it's nice hearing different cultural differences on his side of the world and seeing, you know, how people are, you know, at home here in America. So it's I enjoy the accessibility and the globalness of being a content creator.
Nice, nice. And what is in terms of content creation, what makes you the most unhappy?
Ooh. Okay. On rage baiting
Oh man.
is probably
Oh
rage
my
baiting.
god.
Rage baiting and doxing are probably like my 2 least favorite
I
things.
hate rage
about
baiters,
content
man. I
creation.
can't stand it. Can't fucking stand it. 100% agree. So, what is your favorite sound in all of video games?
Ooh. Da 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 da. Victory
Nice.
fanfare is
Fuck yeah,
always
man.
my go-to.
Fucking never gets old. Now, what sound do you hate the most in all of video games?
Vanitas, there's a specific sound, there's a specific line he has, or it's all his lines in his boss fight. It just gives me, it's like nightmare fuel. I just hate Vanitas so much. Yeah, I think
Agreed.
he's eclipsed my hatred. Like Larxene was up there, but like now it's
Don't
like
tell
Vanitas.
Bambina that.
Listen, she knows it's on site. It's on site with Larxene every time. But I think Vanitas, because I fought him enough doing my recent playthrough of Birth by Sleep, I'm like, you know what? It's Vanitas. It's Vanitas.
Gotcha. So, what is the one curse word you would love to hear Sora say?
So Sora or Haley Joel Osment, because Haley Joel Osment can get the fuck out of here after the recent.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Sora
so
as a character, yeah.
I want Sora to go full Sam Jackson and just be like, motherfucker.
You fucking
This is
dog.
like,
Why'd you
motherfucker,
fucking heal me?
motherfucker.
You fucking dog. What up,
Well,
you
look like
fucking
a
dog?
dumbass motherfucker. Come on, Duck. like Fucka. Like just no ER at the end of it.
That'd be hilarious. Yeah,
That'd be hilarious.
we're having roast duck for lunch tonight. Hilarious, yeah. So, the one place on Earth you would love to go on a vacation to?
Ooh, okay. Vacation?
Yeah,
I would say family vacation or solo vacation.
Both.
It's two-pronged. Okay. So I want to do I feel like Toronto's on my bucket list for like a solo trip. Japan is on my list for a solo
Oh,
trip.
hell yeah.
Family trip, I feel like Vancouver. Haiti is another one
Nice.
on my trip due to my heritage and lineage there. The Virgin Islands as well too. Doesn't matter which one, all 6. If I could do all 6, I think that'd be a good solo trip and a good family trip. So those would be like my top 5, I guess. Toronto, Japan.
Okay. Nice. So the one vacation spot you would never want to go to.
I'm sorry, Sweden.
Nah.
Sweden.
Really?
Sweden.
People seem to love Sweden though.
Sweden. You guys put curry and banana on a pizza with pineapple and ham, and that's like nah. I just recently discovered that here, and nah, I'm sorry. You got to fix your pizza game.
Gotcha.
Because you can't mess up pizza, man. You can't mess up pizza.
You can't. Gotcha.
I mean,
Last question. If you found a genie, a magical genie, what are the 3 wishes that you would make?
the 3 wishes that I would make. Ooh. So I would wish for my family, my nuclear family, my entire family, to find peace,
Yes.
and prosperity in their lives. No worries, no pains, no nothing. I would wish for, as selfish as it sounds, I would wish for all my kids to find success in whatever avenue they find, as far as when they venture out as an adult, like success. And then I would wish for just the right amount of money, not all the money, but just the right enough money for, again, everyone to live comfortably and to just be able to fade away and not deal with the worries and the horrors of the world. That'd be what I wish for.
Nice, nice, nice. One more round of applause, please, for our illustrious returning guest, Big Papa ETJ. This was so much fun, man. We were aiming for like 45 minutes, but we did a whole hour.
No,
and by
we're
the
still
way,
going.
your cat
Mess up.
behind you has glowing eyes, and that is so creepy. Glowing,
Just
like,
out
oh,
there.
look at the stream.
I just see her. Yeah,
Look at
I
the
see her.
stream. That's creepy as hell, those glowing eyes behind you. Hey, cute kitty. Come up here, cat. We have top 10 questions for you. Last time we had your little one. This time we have your kitty. Yay!
Hey, okay. Bye. That was it.
Never mind.
Bye. Love you too.
There's no food here.
That's
So
what she's wanting. She's looking.
I'm gonna find a friend to raid, and while I do that, give us some parting words for the audience.
So again, I appreciate you and all you guys here showing up. I appreciate you, Mo, more than anything. I'm proud for what you have been doing on this platform and continue to do. I'm proud for all the homies as well too, still out there doing their grind, being successful. Again, shout out to everyone in the community that's been nominated for a Million Dreams Award. Again, you guys are all deserving of being up there, regardless of who the winner is. You guys are all winners in my heart. Regardless if I've been in your stream for 5 minutes or invested time here, you guys are deserving of that recognition and continue to still build up and build a brand and continue to represent us in a most amazing and positive way here. So again, I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. Again, main thing here is I like to end stream with this all the time. Please go out there, go lead with love. Again, we are better together as a whole when we love each other versus when we are not fighting at each other. Wash your ass, make sure you drink some water, take care of yourself, be safe wherever you guys go here. And of course, your dad loves you, your internet dad loves you, and your internet dad's proud with you. So
And may your heart be your guiding key.
that part.
Yeah,
That part,
so we will be back next Friday for the final episode of Motown Downtown for the month of July. We're going to reconnect. So we'll do one more guest, and then we're going to reconnect, taking a whole break. We've been doing a new episode every day since April, okay? Every Friday since April. We need a break. So we'll
keep up the grind on me.
We'll be back. We'll be back better than that. We're going to go rate our friends, Radiant Gardeners. What should their rating message be, Big Papa?
I'm gonna leave it up to you, homie.
All right, we'll say,
I don't want to be degenerate.
Let's stay. There we go. Everyone copy and paste that in their chat. Well, I'll see you. Have a great weekend. Catch you guys next time. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Big Papa. Love y'all to death. Bye-bye.
Deuces.